It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Got all the diabetes. It's all that goddamn diabetes. Goddamn kids. Kids out there, don't eat too much candy. You get diabetes, then heart attacks. Then have to cut off your foot. Oh, look at the blossoms. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I left this hospital room unsuspected of one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time. 4 months is a pretty long time. When you're left alone with your thoughts, so I had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Hypothermia. I believe that's some kind of disease or infection or some kind of medical name. That's two R's and an H. Medical names. A strange word, a foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. Yeah, same thing with cancer. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically of auxiliarily beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Wow. Apparently, I had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They particularly had two hemorrhoids apiece. I already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all flesh. They were even willing to sell our house to order to pay for a cure. God damn. I bet this disease is the same thing as lupus. Lupus is a disease that I'm not really sure, but I think it make you weak in the bones. I mean, know what lupus is. I'm looking forward for a cure for that. You know, a lot of people have it. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was filled of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't go push it as a class project. I just say that, I feel bad. I should do something. Okay, here you go. But I need to go back with my life now. I need to work, study, do all these things personally. So I need to go now. Bye. I'm not sure class project, but you should really think about it, Think about this. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even if at the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. So you're telling me that the girl that you were, she gonna ask you out, was that there? And she didn't give a flying fuck? And she didn't at least talk to you daily, like if she really liked you and loved you, as I presume that how it went, shouldn't she, really care? I guess not. So, right there, then I don't like her. Just saying. If I was in love with someone, if they had this, and I didn't, I already asked them out, and this happened, I'll be on their side. Hell yeah. Pounds of troops. Oh, Iwanaku was the last to stop visiting. Shit. I guess she did care, but not that much. Well, isn't that drag? After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not only a place I like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. That sounds like a good hospital because their emotions are not getting in the way. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For me, I understand. I've seen a hospital. I've been there a couple times. I see them in a hurry. That's cool. So, if they're not taking care of me, they can take care of someone else. If they take care of me, then I take care of someone else. That way, I don't like to go anymore. Because if I go, I kind of take someone else's place. The ones that really need it. So I'm like, no. I feel that bad. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'll be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and live and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I had more than one surgery. Man, that's kind of rough. I only had like 2, and another one I was awake. But yeah, that's kind of rough for me. Excuse me for a bit. I need to drink a little bit of water because by my last playthrough, I used to drink a lot of water because I like water. Help the soul live and crave for the juices of earth and all that. Let me drink a little bit, reflect on this, think about it, and I'll continue in a bit. That's pretty goddamn good water. Let's continue. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeons had left on my chest slowly change into appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. Omen? I heard omens are kind of cool in a sense. Omen sounds cool, like an almond. It's like a nut, but cooler. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Okay. Maybe it was the wrong kind of capsin for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library. Comas, hyphens. That my English not that good. Me English no good. It's very rough in the edges. At the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. Some use the word consuming. That's kind of it's all right. I know you're using it perfectly, you know, but keep using it, getting kind of frustrating, if you know what I mean. Getting annoying, getting overused. Use normal words, sir. Normal, or a little bit advanced. A little bit advanced, like consuming. That's fine. Just mix it up a little bit. Mix it in, like a big old bowl of cookie dough. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. I'm not gonna comment on that one. That's alright. But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess. Gooey, ooh. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week go by without me really noticing it. I kind of notice when they go by. It's pretty easy to notice. Sometimes I pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of non-channels I had set up for myself. The pages of my books would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book down aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. It's alright, bro. It's right. It's alright, you want to cry, that's cool, and just do it. Had a good time, you know. Around 6 or 7, just a good time to cry before dinner. You know, once you get all that water in, you know, drink some water, it'll be good. Not leaving all your eyes dry, salty. Well, that happened only rarely, and I could have even cried. Whoa, things got lighter. Buttons, click, click, click. Didn't work. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not yet, but not very. It's like he is trying to make an effort to be happy of my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Okay, dressed up, I guess, in a dress and in a suit. Maybe a fedora. Fedora would be nice. I like wearing fedoras. I have like 4. Yeah, 4. The last 2 were lost forever. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is the ritual of head chronologist has. Okay. He takes his time, sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Okay. Okay, bro. Ain't that depressing now. That's fine. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to me. He looks at me, the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I feel great. I feel like some guy kicked me in the pelvis, injured my kidneys, and had a loop halos to my rectum. Yes, I made that word up. Ain't proud of it, but it's alright. Alright. I didn't answer him, but I smiled a little. Back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I give your father the prescriptions. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turned into wooden as he reads it quickly. As many? Oh God. The medication. The healthcare. No healthcare apparently. Okay. I take it from his hand to take a look myself. Feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Okay, let's get 500 milligrams. Are these real medicines? Are these actually exist? Like in this world? You see that? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is just overflowing. I have dyslexia? The hell? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Insane, you say? Batman, come to rescue. Side effects. Observed effects. Concentration of dosages are listed one after one with cold precisions. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I cannot understand of it, attempting to only make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? I'm afraid that the best we can do at this point. However, could you tell me this in the beginning? New medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I spoke with your parents, and we believe that it would be the best if you didn't return to your old school. Nah, dog. Can't just flip a brother like that. Like a piece of steak. I'm cool on one side, but the other side already full cooked, so, just leave on that side for a little bit. Then flip me when I'm ready. At least say my goodbyes. What? Please calm down, Misato. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well what I would have liked it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we are sure that your medication is suitable. So I spoke to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? Wait a minute. I'm disabled? I get more benefits by the government? I get free parking? I get free parking outside my house? This is... I don't know, it's bad, but at least I want to get some benefits out of this. Steal the gold before it gets dry. It has a 24 nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence of America. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to discuss that fact. Denounce. Sorry. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I weren't really able to homeschool you. That's pretty rough. Hell, I didn't graduate from college. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you will like it. It looks like I really didn't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your conditions usually tend to live long lives. You need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it that. An opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one. Wait, Doc. You remember me talking about school, but you can't remember me saying that it's, that when I'm gonna go back? Like when? Not what I said? A special school, that's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sorts of ways. Alright, Pappy, I understand. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help. Little pip, pippin step, little pop, a little bit of pepper. In one way or another. Your father's right. Oh, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's why I call it disability. It's called disability because they held you back. Because one sector of your body does not function. But other sections could be more powerful than that. Let's take a handicap. You can't use your feet, but your upper body is more stronger because you use it more often than you do your legs. So your hands then become your legs. In a way, arms. In a way, one of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I didn't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. Same as me, bro. Man, we think alike now. Okay, I get you now. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always found my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. Yeah, man. Once what you got now is gone, you kind of miss it now. That's life. I went to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock and or vertical, vertical, fatigal, fatigal, fugal, fragile, whatever this fat word means. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I said no. All this emotion, all these big words, but nothing comes out except no. Alright. I didn't say anything. The react that I knew now it's futile. I looked around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital doctors, my condition, everything. I didn't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I knew that. I knew this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's how I felt when I transferred. Yeah, that that is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to faking that. A fresh start. You know, a clean slate. Something to bring me back. There's still hope. Hope. The hype. The hope for the hype. At the very least, I try to see what my new life, will look like. Oh, I guess that's me. Act 1. Huh. Life. Whoa. Well, I guess that time again. I guess it's that time again. I gotta be playing more of this now on. So, yeah, expect me to play this a lot more. I like it. So far, I like it. You know, a little bit of slow ending, but I got the dialogue in right in my head. Flushing in there, and now I feel certain of myself to do it. So, yeah, next time most likely gonna be Act 1. We just went to the intro, so yeah, this could be Act 1. See you guys next time, and everyone out there, don't do stupid shit. But fuck your day, yo. Goodbye, guys. Bye.